Big kill zone on your phone, and my money still long, and the team is forever ever strong, man. Shout out to my boy. Well, he told me don't say his name, but shout out to my boy. He know who I'm talking about for lacing me with these masks. Um, they over there. But oh, hold on, do I got one over there? Yeah, shout out to my boy for lacing me with these masks right here, man. But what I wanted to talk to y'all about today, um, before we get it cracking with the fun stuff, is the Kirk Franklin situation and why brothers need to forgive their parents. I, just like Kirk Franklin, have a rich father. And unlike Kirk Franklin, Kirk Franklin's dad, my dad did nothing to like aid or help my situation or anything like that. And I understand. What up, Raymond? What's up, man? Long time no see. My um my dad did nothing really for my well being or my upbringing or nothing like that, right? And he had money. And with Carry On, Kirk Franklin's son, right? He had opportunity and the best of everything, but his I guess gripe is probably because his dad wasn't there. Even though the money was there, you just want your dad to be in your life. And then when your dad basically has you, and then he has you, but then you know what I'm saying, he goes and gets with another woman. And now you know what I'm saying, now you kind of got, you didn't caught the vapors because you thinking as a child, well, why did he just have me? But you got to think it takes two to tango, because your mom is always going to tell you that she was there. And a lot of times our moms are there. Our moms are our first, last, and only real, I would say, love that we get from a woman, true love, unconditional love. And we spend mental time trying to you know what I'm saying? We spend mental time, man, just trying to figure out like why he don't want me. Why this, that, and the third. When all actuality, I appreciate that, Raymond. In all actuality, we should have been got over it, even as children. You know what I'm saying? And psychologically, it has an effect, but eventually you have to deal with the understanding that, you know, your dad isn't in your life. Your dad doesn't have the means to do things in your life. Your dad, um, he just doesn't care about you. Like he didn't care. Like it was just a screw. And when you mentally, you know what I'm saying, decide that, hey, I'm gonna get over this, and you're gonna forgive your mom also because your mom could have just, even though your dad, like your mom could have got rid of you and saved her and everybody else some heartache, you know. But a lot of things come into play, religious backgrounds, and then you don't want to be held accountable for, or not even held accountable. Well, you don't be held accountable for getting rid of the child. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's gonna take care of the child but you. You know what I'm saying? Or help take care of the child but you. And so, you know, if you get rid of it, then everybody gonna have something to say about it. But in my case, it was a health reason. Like my mom couldn't abort me or couldn't decide, before I, dropped in the birth canal. Like it wasn't one of them things where she could hurry up and get it over with. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I for a long time, and then I had a hatred in my heart. I got saved at an early age, and that kind of helped me deal and not have like a burning hatred, but I still had a hatred in my heart for my dad and a resentment from my mom that, up until a few years ago, I just, I was still hurting inside. But at some point, brothers gotta forgive their parents, and the earlier you do it, the better that you do it. Like my mom has always been there for me, still has, and always will, and I appreciate her. You know, yeah, having me at the time that she had me, and all the circumstances may have not been the best decision, but you know, she saved her and my life. She got closer to God, and I got closer to God. You know what I'm saying? And it was a purpose. Like I said, now this 100 brothers in 1 year campaign that I got going on, like I want to help brothers to get over this, because the faster you get over it, the faster you can live your life. The faster you forgive your parents, the faster you can live your life. And you can't use that as a crutch for not putting in the work, not doing what you're supposed to do. See, that's the problem. People spend, and if you spending that time and you're trying to like fill that hole with something, trust me, it ain't worth that. That ain't worth either. I tried. I tried. And I'm gonna just say to y'all, like, you gotta forgive your parents, man. Whether they was in the house together fighting, or whether they was, separate and fighting, and you feel some type of way and everything else like that. Like, but after a child, after you graduate high school, like I don't even know why I let it. What up, Lawson? Um, I don't even know why I let it bother me for as long as I did, because my future is in my hands. You know what I'm saying? Then I wonder why I tried to fill that hole with, trying to be popular, trying to be liked, because I was living a certain way. I had a certain standard, and I was just like, I was afraid of breaking the rules, and for good reason, because anytime I did something wrong, it always came back to haunt me, you know. So I had to, instead of staying on that, you know what I'm saying? I could have stayed doing the right thing and living the right life. Like it does get lonely, but I tried to fill that hole with the attention seeking, the sex, you know what I'm saying? Trying to show out, trying to impress people. And don't none of that fill that hole or that void that not having a father, you know what I'm saying, was. And I'm just trying to tell y'all, man, is that you gotta let your family, you gotta let them go. You gotta forgive them and let them go. And you have a life that God wants you to live. He keep waking you up. Like, think about it. If you ain't got sick, before the quarantine, right? And even after the quarantine, outside of maybe a cold or fever, you might have got the flu. You doing well, right? You ain't got cancer. You ain't got no diseases. You ain't got no, syndromes or nothing like that. And even if you did was on the syndrome, the spectrum or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You are autistic, or you are, whatever. You still gotta forgive your parents, because yeah, they could have made a better decision in their life, and you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be able to enjoy the things that you enjoy, and you wouldn't have that awesome mom or that awesome dad or that awesome mom and dad that just don't live together, if if it wasn't ordained for you to be here. So if I had anything to say to Kirk Franklin's son, it's like, bro, you had a dad who was famous. And I understand, because I've been there on not being able to have my dad around. But here's the thing: if my dad was paying for everything for me, buying cars for me, helping me get through school, getting tutors and stuff for me. Now, mom did some of that, you know what I'm saying? But and your mom is working and then doing very, very well for herself as well. It wasn't like you was poor. You know what I'm saying? When y'all was when they were young, when you were young, maybe, but Kirk blew up within 5 or 6 years of you being, being in this world. I was 5 and you was 7. You know what I'm saying? Or 10 by that time. So it's like, no, he 3 years older. So I was 7. He was 10 years old when the first album came out, when the money started coming in, when things started changing for you. So you mean to tell me from 10, so that's grade school, middle school, high school, now you're an adult, and it's like you're still mad at, like I'm gonna just say it like this. I had to forgive my father a few years ago because whatever pain and hurt, especially now, like it's the stuff that happened to me now, it was on me. So whatever I'm not gonna bring up the fact whatever he might have going on. And if I did, I was getting ready to go into it. I apologize. But you have to forgive that man because it's on you now. You 33, I'm 30. Like I had to sit, I went out there and lived life, fell on my face, had to regroup, and I realized that the things that I tried to fill the hole in my heart with didn't work. You know what I'm saying? The way I was looking at women, the way I was looking at other people, brothers in particular, as far as how I was treated, was wrong. Because there's a whole world outside of my city, or outside of St. Louis and outside of Houston. If you felt like, you know, but it's like, bro, you got to let that go, bro. I'm not bound. That's because I was born into this situation. And just because I made mistake doesn't mean that God don't have the last say so. So what if your daddy is Kirk Franklin? So what if my daddy is my daddy? They got money, they successful, they famous, they're living with their wives and their other families. Okay, you just gonna keep being mad at him, and you gonna be mad at your mom because your mom made a mistake? And see, your mom only had, I don't know if she only had just you, but my mom was a little bit older and had been married and everything else like that before. So, you know what I'm saying? She was older having me too. So I'm supposed to just be mad at my mama for the rest of my life? I'm supposed to be mad at my dad for the rest of my life? I'm supposed to be, I'm supposed to do all of these things and be mad? Brothers, you gotta forgive your parents, man. Your life is on you, especially after you turn 18. You got to figure it out. And of course, and some people don't have the roadmaps, but the knowledge is out there. This is why we have YouTube. This is why we have Google. This is why we have Amazon, because there's books, there's videos, there's podcasts, there's audio books. There's all different types of brothers on here that are going to help you be a better person. But we cannot continue as 30, 35, 40-year old men blaming our failure on our parents. You know what I'm saying? We can't blame our lack of success, our lack of productivity on our parents. It comes down to us, our spending habits, the choices we make in women, the choices we make using vices. That's what it comes down to. Not, oh, I'm finna, you know, I'm about to go over here and get high, or I'm about to go over here and you know, not trying to fill that hole up, not trying to substitute that hole with something that even gonna fit it. You gonna put a peg, trying to put a peg in a hole and think it's gonna fill that. No, brother. So whatever's going on, I don't know what the situation is. I've heard his father, I've heard his mother. His mother came out and said he was tripping, and we don't need to cancel Kurt Franklin because Kurt Franklin is human. And I got talk to like that. I got talked to like that. I'm pretty sure if you black, you've been talked to like that and got disciplined before, during, and after causing yourself to be talked to like that. That's why I never had trouble with the police or with the law. I pay my bills, I pay my taxes, I do all of those things because the world have shown me why I got my butt whooped. Because they not gonna stop there. Your own people, law enforcement, certain people, law enforcement, they will kill you. You know what I'm saying? So the world ain't finna play no games with you. That's why I treat everybody with the utmost respect. I don't want no smoke. I ain't got no smoke. I know I was talking that talk last night, but it's competitive. I don't want no beef or no smoke with nobody. I ain't trying to take you. Y'all got kids. I got family. I ain't trying to take nobody off these streets. But you real respect this hustle though. Word to Ti. You know what I'm saying? Y- y'all will stop. Trying to bite the swag and not pay homage. You know what I'm saying? And only the real shall prosper. But back to what I was saying, you gotta forgive your parents, man. Your parents was young, dumb, and full of, or they might have been older, dumb, and full of, it don't matter. But you got to forgive your parents. Go forgive them right now. Tell your mama, call your dad, call them both. Say, look, I'm sorry, y'all, for being a failure and not accomplishing anything, and the excuse that I gave because dad wasn't there, mom wasn't there, and I was just so angry. Like I sat back and I thought last year when I hit rock bottom, I said, man, these the choices that I made. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't that I was doing bad, but I know I could do way better. Like it wasn't that I wasn't paying my bills, paying my car note, paying my rent, going to work, paying everything on time. I fell behind. We all do it because you don't know until you know. And I had a good time during my 20s, man. I went to E3, went to PAX East, went to LA, Boston for the first time, went to Atlanta, Alabama, and Memphis for the first time grown. I had been through all of them as a child, but going there grown with my college, I met a lot of dope, good women. We didn't work it out, but I partied, I drank. You know what I'm saying? Not hard, but I went to a lot of different dope shows. I met a lot of dope people, and you know what I'm saying. One thing I realized that I have an opportunity to do it different. Now I learn, you know what I'm saying, and I can't look to the left or to the right. All I can do is if I see somebody winning, I gotta congratulate them, and then I gotta look at them and say, what did they do to help them be successful? Because everybody's journey is different. But what we can't do is keep on blaming and keep on being mad at our parents for their decision to have us as single parents, as co-parents, as whatever, divorcing or whatever. You got to forgive your parents, and then you got to forgive yourself for the mistakes that you made. You know what I'm saying? You got to forgive yourself for the mistakes you made. And that's the first step in the 100 Brothers 1 year campaign. Is the first step is forgiving yourself and your parents. Thanking God that despite it all, you still got a roof over your head. You still got a little money in your pocket to pay your bills and to do little things you like to do. You may not be able to do it as big as other people, but thank God nonetheless, you got transportation, whether you got your own transportation, you got Uber, Lyft, you got money to get on the bus. You feel me? You got clothes on your back, you got food. Did I say food to eat? You got everything you need. And you got enough wisdom patience, and intelligence to know to be able to do better. So open your mind, forgive after you forgive your parents, forgive yourself, open your mind to learn different things. Like I listen to podcasts about money, about business, about doing stuff yourself, like I listen to a lot of different things and I pay attention to a lot of different things. And, you know, I just realized, God put it on my heart to come with this message because this hits home for me. When I saw that, me and my mom had a long, lengthy discussion about that. And somehow we ended up winding back to us. And I was just telling her, like, nah, I didn't even. I just said he might feel it way, but we waited. The facts came out, and she told me what Ricky had said and the mama had said and everything. That I went and listened to it for myself, and people been talking about it. But I don't necessarily want to talk about their situation. But I just want to talk about your situation. You gotta forgive your peoples. Forgive them because they knowing the best, and if they didn't do their best, you go do your best. You do it better, and when you have children, you stay in their life. You stay with their mother, and they mother need to stay with you. But all this, you know, blaming and shaming and all that need to be let go. All that need to be thrown away because that's dead. You feel me? That's dead. If you over the age of 25, you need to forgive your parents and move forward. And even if you're younger, if you 16, 17, 18 watching this video, you need to move on and forgive your parents and forgive yourself for the mistakes that all of y'all made. Because I tell y'all this, if I can go back and just focus on myself at 16, 17, 18, instead of being say, oh, my dad wasn't there. Oh, my dad wasn't there. Oh, then I went out here, I'm going to go get this money. I'm going to get this money. I'm going to chase this bag. I'm going to do all of this here, there, the third. And that didn't make me happy. All the stuff didn't make me happy. You know what I'm saying? But it was when I forgave myself last year, sitting in here hurt, depressed, anxious, that I decided, I said, you know what? This time I'm going to do it for me. And once I did that, I told y'all the obstacles I didn't have, man. Family members get sick, you know, the quarantine, even more bad news. But I could smile because I know, you know what? I still had a good time. It wasn't all bad. I still love my mama. You know what I'm saying? I don't play by my mama either. You know what I'm saying? Do with that what you will. But my point is this. I can walk around and I got so much happiness and joy in my life, and I want y'all to get there. I want y'all to start getting there right now. I know some of y'all that lost parents, lost friends to this quarantine, to these streets. I know you feel like the walls is closing in on you and how you gonna make it out. But man, hit them books, man. If you in high school, if you in college, man, hit them. Especially if you in high school, because for all my college folks that know, this is what college is. This is what real life is. Figuring stuff out on your own. So developing that discipline now, developing that. Hey y'all, I can't hang out because you know what I'm saying. Telling that girl, nah, I can't come over there tonight because I gotta, you know, no, you can't come over tonight because you know, no, I don't want that smoke. No, I don't want that drink. No, I'm not gonna stay too late. No, I ain't gonna trick on you. No, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Developing the art of saying no and the discipline even to yourself. Like, nah, we ain't finna watch TV all night. We gotta study. You feel me? Because these are the things that, yeah, we're gonna do extra work. We're gonna do extra credit, even though we got an A in the class, we're gonna do extra credit. Yeah, we're gonna do the project. Because these are the things that you gotta do. Like I did the podcast last night, right? From like 9 to almost 11 o'clock last night. I went to sleep. I had to get up and be at work, this morning. I ain't gonna tell you the time, but you know, and gonna keep working. I grinded everything up, but it's like now it's like let me get this bag real quick to put back into what we doing, and now I want to take this into the schools, and I want to take this because I want brothers to understand your current situation is not your final destination. You know what I'm saying? Your current situation is not your final destination if you don't let it. Your mom and daddy may not have been together. Your mama might not have been emotional. Your daddy might not have been there at all. He may not, or if he was there, he didn't show you how to be a man. He didn't show you how to do nothing. All he was doing exactly what your mama told him to do, and that's why y'all they was at odds, you know. And so now you mad, you know what I'm saying? And you hurt, so you go to school and you want to talk to everybody all day because it's just you by yourself, or if you got a little brother, a little sister, y'all fighting and arguing all this, so you get to school and you want to bully on somebody, or you want to play the victim all the time and letting folks bully you. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Your parents might be calling you stupid or slow or whatever the case may be. Don't let them don't let them your current destination determine your current situation be your final destination. Forgive them and prove them wrong. Not even prove them wrong, prove yourself right. You ain't doing it. What you doing in your life is your life. And stack your money up. I keep telling y'all, even if y'all young, stack your money up, because if you getting $100 for your birthday, $100 for Christmas, or if you just say, hey, y'all, I don't want nothing, maybe just a little money. I want to save me a little money, and you put it into y'all put it into an account that you or your parents can't touch. They can only put it in, and you can't touch until you turn 18. And you start thinking about where you want to go and what you want to do right now. Don't wait. Start trying something. Hey, tell your dad, hey, I want to go to AutoZone so they can show me Jiffy Lube so they can show me how to change the tires and or change the oil, or you know what I'm saying, tell your mom, because your mom might not know. So start getting around people to learn how to do things, so when you turn 18 you got a trade. When you turn 18 you got something going on, you got somewhere to go, and you can pay for your college if you want to pay. I'll break it all down in the videos. I'm gonna start with get that lifestyle playlist, and this will be on there. But you could turn 18 and already be having an apartment, having a car that you didn't paid for. You know what I'm saying? And you could, even if you didn't do it all the way now, you can start. Like I said, McDonald's is hiring, FedEx is hiring, everybody hiring because ain't nobody want to work out here right now. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't lost faith. I say, you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do for my family. You know? So like my goal is to retire my mother, help take care of some of my granny's business, and help my godmother out, because my godmother was like a mama to me. My auntie was a like a mama to me. Shout out Auntie Kills on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was at her house that I recorded Hit Me Up on her video camera. Just cutting the beat on. And that was my first video. Cutting the beat on in the background, putting a little, on her computer, putting everything together. I know my lips is chappy as hell. I got some car mix. Don't hold on. Don't worry. Hold on. You know. But I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all, man. And I don't want to make this too long. But forgive your parents, forgive yourself, and be great, man. It's Big Kills on your phone, and my money still on, man. Shout out to my boy for the mask once again. I ain't gonna. He said he wanted to remain anonymous, but shout out to him for plugging me to where the mask and where they at. Plus, hold up. I don't know if y'all saw yesterday. but keep running up the views on the YouTube channel. And once I get remonetized, I'm dropping the merch. You feel me? I'm dropping the merch. So, you know what I'm saying? Merch gonna be in full effect. So y'all make sure that y'all smash that like button, subscribe, share this with your people, share this with your folks, man. And I'm finna lay down for a little minute because your boy is tired. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be going in, man, on here and on Patreon. Shout out to Josh, shout out to King Robinson, shout out to Charlie Norwood, man. We just getting started. Beats and Biz Podcast Network. You know what I'm saying? You Ain't Lying Podcast, Beats and Biz Podcast. You know what I'm saying? We looking for some podcasts, y'all, to be up on the network, man. We looking for some podcasts to be up on the network, man. So if you know some up and coming podcasts, tell them hit your boy up, man. Told y'all, man, we ain't gonna stop winning, we ain't gonna stop working, we ain't gonna stop shining, we ain't gonna stop grinding in 2021, baby. It's all happening this year, baby. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, shout out to Raymond, shout out to Lawson. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on Facebook that's probably watching, commenting on this video that I can't see right now. But shout out to y'all. Finna cut some TV on, man, and lay it down. So I'll see y'all in a little minute. Peace.